Hi, my name is Carlos Santana. I'm going to show you some of the tools that I've been working on. Most of them are based on Node. Node is a platform built on Chrome's JavaScript runtime for easily building scalable network applications, but also is being used today to create command line tools. Also used for hardware hacking. Some of the command line tools that I'll be showing today are npm to install packages, bower to handle dependencies, Grunt.js to handle tasks, Cordova to build hybrid applications for mobile, and Yeoman to scaffold a project. So um, Yeoman is a way to accelerate getting started to create developer tools, create web apps. So it's based on Joe, Grunt, and Bower. So let's see what we need to get started. So you have to have installed Node in your system, so you can check with Node-v. Also, you need npm. You can also check with npm-v. So if you install a Node, it comes with npm. Then you need some packages. We can check. You can install Bower like npm using npm install. You have to install it globally, and you can do Bower. I already did, so I'm not going to do it, but I can check what version of Bower I have installed. So I can do npm-list-g Bower. That'll give me the version of Bower that I have and check if I have it available. I can do the same thing with Yo. Is the scaffold program package. Grunt-cli. I will need Grunt-cli to get started with Grunt. And then I would need to check Cordova, which is similar to PhoneGap. They're basically the same thing because PhoneGap is a distribution. Similar as IBM WorkLife, a distribution of Cordova allows you to create mobile applications using hybrid technology. So after we have that installed, we have to make sure that we have our generator, Yeoman generator that I created. The name is generator-dude. So if you go to your command line and you type, you want to check that you have it installed, -g generator dash dude. That'll give you the version that you have installed. So with that, basically follow the instructions that are located in the GitHub project README, and the way you run it is just saying Joe dude. So it's easy to remember. So if I type Joe on an empty directory, so let's create an empty directory. Let's call this cool. I'm going to create a cool app. Go into that directory and then type Joe dude. And for now, it asks you one question, the name of the app. Right now I have it a dude, so let's use the default. It will use download scaffold a project. It will run Bower install to handle the dependencies, and it will also run npm install to install the Node package dependencies. Npm catches packages, so when you see 3 or 4, it's basically they're not actually downloading the packages. It's using the cache version. But it doesn't take that long to get it installed. So it looks like it's almost finished. Now it's running Bower, sorry. So it ran first npm install, and then it's running Bower install. And it's reading the bower.json file to download. Basically, what you see here is downloading Dojo. So you don't have to go to dojotoolkit.org and download it. Usually people go into dojotoolkit.org and download the toolkit. So I'll be showing today is the mobile portion. So you don't have to do that. Just Bower will handle it. It will download Dojo, digit, utilities, everything that you need to build and optimize a release of Dojo. So we'll be using a sample app using the Dojo X app framework to create a mobile app so we can run it on the simulator with Yeoman. So JoeDude is basically gives you a way to get started very quickly and just go straight to development. So it's finished. So let's see what we got. Let's open the folder. It uses it. You have a bower.json. Basically, that specifies the dependencies for the front end dependencies using Bower. So far, JoeDude is using just Bower to download content. So as you can see here, just specifying my dependencies, Dojo X, Dojo digit. Dojo X application is basically the same thing as Dojo X app. It's just a different repo. So you get a ground file, you get a package.json, and here's basically where the code, the sample application is located. So if you just want to run the application, just run grunt server. That would run the different tools and get the app up and running. So if we move it to the side, you can see that I got a mobile app working here and it's watching for changes. So if I go ahead and open this project, and so I go to my desktop, go to cool, go to my source, and this is the folder that I'll be working with my code, so I don't have to worry about anything else. I don't have to worry about where's Dojo located. This is the index.html that is used from source. When you build basically similar version, it's just the way you load Dojo. So if you go ahead and let's say you want to change something in your app, so let's check this view. It's using a template. So if I want to change something saying about, say, time, when I save, it changed here, but also it ran the linting and reloaded. So it's watching for changes and reloading your app. So that's the benefit of having ground tasks and the workflow. So I can finish that. There's other tasks in ground. The way you check is ground -- help. So you can see there's many tasks for linting. So you can, that's basically is generated out of the ground file. Instance of brackets. So the ground file has different tasks like JS hint, JS lint, CSS lint, HTML hint. It has the watch tasks. It has Dojo build, so this is what handles the Dojo build process. Has copy, so you can copy out resources for distribution, and Cordova CLI with options. Right now I have iOS and Android, but you can add more platforms. And I'm not adding any plugins, so you can remove some of the comments and add plugins to your web app, like camera, access to the camera, geolocation, and so on. And clean and connect, that's basically part of the watch task and opening the web browser. So that's basically the ground file in a nutshell. I'm going to do another video where I go into more details. So for now, that's good. One thing that you can do to check that everything's running fine, you can do ground demo. And that is going to take the source code for the web app. As you can see in the screen, it will run JS hints, JS lints, CSS lint, HTML hint, It would run a Dojo build, it will copy resources, it will create a Cordova project, it will add the platforms for iOS and Android. And so everything is automated through ground tasks, and it's easy to change the instructions to run, customize it. So that's the benefit of having Cordova as a command line. You can drive Cordova to scaffold projects, build, compile, and also run the simulator. So in this case, I'm building a native application with my web app. I'm building one for iOS and one for Android during the demo. So what you see here should be available also in, I can open another window in that same project. Well, let's see that goes on. That's the command to run the simulator. Cordova emulate Android. And I can show what it's actually generating. You go to the desktop, you go to cool, you will see a distribution folder, and you will see a Cordova folder, and you will see this is the new directory structure for Cordova app. So I added Android and iOS. Here's where the web code lives for my app. I haven't added any plugins yet, but you can do it from the ground file. So Android, this is basically an Android project. So it took 2 minutes to run the simulator. I should have the simulator somewhere here with the app being loaded. That's it. Home, about time. You can run the app. And that's basically a quick way of getting a Dojo mobile app up and running, either as a mobile website or a hybrid application. So, thank you.